Donna Johnstone from Edmonton. Jo-Ann Sanesac from Napierville, Quebec, south of Montreal. And Johnstone with a strike up, as does Sanesac. They've been mirror images of each other through the first two.
Spare and a strike each. Here we go, looking for a double, and she's got a good hit, but a 10-pin remains standing. The pin went right into the channel. She actually, you know, for her size, gets a lot of power on a bowling ball. She's got great rhythm, great timing, and the speed that she generates on that ball is quite surprising. 15-pound bowling ball. Her opponent bowls a 15-pound ball. One has a 203 average, the one that's on the lane at the moment. Jo-Ann has a 216 average.
Donna, making her third appearance on TSN, has won $700.
We'll watch Donna the next time around as we're watching this bowler here, Jo-Ann, as she bowls. Donna did something interesting. Jo-Ann's doing something similar. Watch here and I'll point it out. Here's what she does. As she comes straight through with it, she turns her hand up and over. Her opponent, on the other hand, Donna, comes straight through and her hand almost comes up just like she's palming the ball over her head. Little different action on the other end of the lane. Quite interesting to see how they've set it up. When Jo-Ann was in her practice session here, she was practicing. Number one, she went for the 10-pin. Then she went for the 7-pin. Then she went for the 10-pin. And when she was getting them, she was lining up real good. So she knows that she can get them if she needs them. And that time around, she made a nice conversion that got the spare.
And we're still dead even through three. Jo-Ann, as we say, from Napierville, Quebec. It's on the South Shore, south of Montreal. She's a baker by trade, works for the Bakery Gadot.
Come out here and she can work anywhere in Alberta with everything going on.
Oh, very nice needed crash to get that 10 to fall.
She mixed the dough pretty good there. If she gets that in there, and she can win the dough with $10,000 if she goes all the way up.
Oh, gee. That must have been really funny back in your day.
Oh, be careful. Be careful. A strike up, it's important. In the fourth frame, she's got a strike. Her opponent, Donna, on the lane right now, is going to match her.
See, and didn't get the tap. Interesting. They set up similarly, don't they? They both take the ball over to their hip.
And then they execute a lot of it's the same. We'll watch Johnston here as she goes up. And after she releases the ball, her hand comes straight up, straight through it. Locks the ball on her hip, pushes it out, takes a little step, and then
hangs it. And now that's the open. And that might just be the opening for Jo-Ann Sanesac.
Well, it'll be interesting to see whether you can shake that off or not. She's done very well in her competitive situations in the past. She has competed in TV, of course, before. She's won herself a $500 scholarship. When we did the youth bowling, she was in that. Now what? She bends down, crouches down there, and then just rifles the ball. This will hit the head. 6-10 remains standing.
2 full. Now Donna works as the office manager, charge of payroll at the Casino St. Albert. St. Albert is a suburb of Edmonton.
Even though they're in the city of Edmonton, they're on the edge of it actually. St. Albert being a territorial thing, they run the rural casinos. All the ones in the city, and I happen to be considered a rural casino. And in Alberta, we are the only jurisdiction that has that. We have a charitable partner every day. That was a nice spare. Now, this is the situation. We've got a 68 score for Donna with that open, and then you have Jo-Ann here right now. Watch how she puts her elbow on her hip, pushes it out. She takes a little small step and then gets into the action.
Come on!
The top of the pin hits the middle of the belly of the pin, and then that was enough to top it down.
Now, if you are Donna Johnstone and looking at this, you're wondering why you're not getting these kind of taps.
That's exactly right. Look at this. The head pin, the head of the pin hits the middle of the pin, and down we go. You're right. And there it
goes again.
There it goes again. So a double up there, and you're not Long in your estimation, your comment there, sir. The Donna must be wondering what in the world. What do I have to do here to win? 1996-7, there it is, the youth bowling runner-up. She won $500 scholarship. This time around, she'll be whipping this ball into the head pin. Hold it over.
She crossed over, needs to get some strikes going here because Jo-Ann Sanesac has a 3 up in 4, 5, and 6.
Interesting. That's a good comment, Frank. Interestingly enough, this bowler right here, at the early stage, she was more relaxed. Now she's got the pressure on her because her opponent's got that triple.
And we were wondering about Jo-Ann Sanesac, 20 years of age, just out of youth bowling. I mean, she just competed in the Canadian 10-pin National Championship. She finished second there. We wondered, in fact, you raised this, would she be able to handle that pressure?
Well, she is actually showing she can because she made the youth team, Canada's youth team, twice. Now, this bowler has won a lot of money and has good ability, but inside and just putting the pressure on herself a little bit too much. She carries a 179 average on TSN in the bowling. At home, she averages 203 and bowls in 2 leagues a week. I'm amazed. She's only about 125 in weight. The bowling ball is 15 pounds. Now, you know, one time there was the rumor was going that you should use a bowling ball that was 10% of your weight, which was ridiculous because the maximum is 16 pounds. And again, in that particular thing, she skidded right by it, didn't even hit the front pin. So if you watch it, you've seen her just line herself up a little bit too quick. So here's a bowler that we were wondering about it, and she has certainly demonstrated she's got the capabilities on 3 in a row going for the 4th, and she has it.
Just terrific.
Now watch this as the ball goes down there. She gets into the ball all the way through, turns, and rolls in there, and then wow. And she got a bit of a break, but everything went down. And you know what's going to be interesting? Jo-Ann's up there. Lynn Gauthier struggled. She's sitting in there watching a bowler get now 5 in a row. What do you think she's doing sitting on the sidelines waiting to see this tiger here that she's going to be coming up against? Now, Donna Johnstone must wonder what freight train hit her, because her bowlers got 5 in a row against her, and they were pretty even up until then. She's a little bit into the pocket that time around.
That's better. But maybe just too late for her.
Yeah, she doesn't have enough room now, but she can certainly. So there's what I was saying, indicating that she brings her hand right over top of her head. Really well done. Sitting up there talking to Grady.
Donna's dad, George Johnstone, is here. We welcome him to Frank Sisson's Silver Dollar Casino and Bowl in Calgary.
That was actually a well-executed bowling ball, and then the end result wasn't what she wanted. She is actually just playing now to, you know, she still has room. She can get 170. She still has room to get a couple more strikes. She's out of this particular match, and she'll just be playing a little bit more for pride. She's going to win some money.
Yeah, she's going to get $250. Also trying to set herself up. Remember, we have the 10-pin TSN Team Challenge that'll come your way in a few weeks, where we'll take 4 areas of the country: the West, the Prairies, Ontario, and East. And we'll take a 4-player mixed team, 2 men, 2 women, and they'll play for $2,000, winner take all.
And the format is different. The bowlers are playing in the Baker format. So we're trying to give you a little bit of a mixture, and certainly there's a lot of mix going down on that end of there with 5 consecutive strikes in the 7-pin lift hanging up there on the left. She's sitting at a 240 plus pace in here right now. So she is certainly proven after 16 years of bowling that she knows what to do with a bowling ball. Again, bowling 2 leagues a week, about 9 games a week. There's no question in the world there with that 7-pin, as she did in rehearsal in the practice session. She just went for the 7-pin and the 10-pin, and wow. Look at the score, 199 in the 8th.
Look at that, a mark every time, including that handful, those 5 in a row.
219 potential, 249 should she strike out. Fast, nicely done. 217 and the spare up there, waiting for her to make 610. She likes tennis. And Kevin and her should get together. Her hobbies are computer. The program that Kevin put together we were using here is just fabulous. All the way out. No question in the world. So now that one's going down. So here we go. Can she get a strike and finish off with a 237? Because we know that she's advancing. Donna Johnstone will be sitting there now wondering what can we do next. Runner up again in this one. She won a $500 scholarship. There it is, a 7 count. 234.
Very impressive for Jo-Ann Sanesac, as we say, just out of junior competition, the age of 20, showing no fear.
Boy, the right-hand lane has been good. She had a strike over here before, got her speed up, whipped it through there, no question in the world. She has a potential 182 if she gets another strike in here. And there it is, right straight over the top. Bang. All 4 pins on the left side went down, so it's got 152 in the 8th. Strike up. Pushes the ball out, whips it through, and again hits the head pin and gets the strike.
You know, see it too often, don't you?
Too little, too late.
Well, it's all too easy now. Now you're out of it. You're relaxed. The pressure's off.
This is a strange game. It will drive you to distraction, drive you nuts. That's what it'll do. Because just when you're in the problems of losing a game, then all of a sudden you come back and bowl 3 beautiful hits like this one. Watch here again. 3 up, 3. Not quite the 3rd strike, but finishes nice with a double. 180, still a respectable score.
And it just might put her on the Prairie team for the team challenge to follow. But in this game, it is the fabulous Baker girl, Jo-Ann Sanesac, who moves on.